Um, Sitting around out back having a cigarette, right? And there's these kids that are, I guess, they're throwing a house party or something, right? And I guess it's on Viking Drive and Peyton Gin. So like I'm sitting outside and I'm just chilling to myself, just thinking some thoughts. And so these kids are having a house party, like the house is not directly behind where I live at on Laurel Grove, but right to the right of it. Guess they're having a little house party shindig going on. So I'm thinking these things in my head, and these people are showing out and acting out the things that I'm thinking in my head, right? And so that's a whole nother thing right there. That's a whole nother house. And see, they got these kids that like to play basketball out in front of their house, I guess they say. When I first moved here, this kid was playing basketball out in front of that house, same house, right? And decided to throw my name, my full name, over the houses. And I know I wasn't, tripping out or, it's a regular day. I don't do any drugs again, so there's no way I was, you know. So I mean, with my own ears, So yeah. So it's the same house, but just wanted to go ahead and document that one as well. Um, let's see. From the house directly behind me, two houses to the left on the Viking Drive, there's another house that's been harassing me all the time. It's got a yellow backed house, and it's a weird looking house. I think it has signs or something all in the front yard, and it's really strange. It's like they're hoarders or something. But um, a couple things, I mean, I've already explained the house. That's two houses to the south of me on the same street as Laurel Grove. If you're facing where I live at, directly to the left, two houses, and that one too. And there's a few other houses that they had to infiltrate as well to try to secure their area, I guess, because dealing with one person, I guess, with the mind capable, like mind and decipher through all the bullshit in life. Um, Not sure that they can really handle that, I guess you could say. Yeah, just a regular person, like to watch funny comedies and chill and not bother people, and their whole attitude towards me is something about cops and shit, but yet I'm not the one worrying about this stuff. I don't worry about cops. The only people that worry about cops is A, people that are super paranoid, which I'm not. I like to take in a lot of information and then I like to process it and then make a clear decision on what I'm going to decide to do. You know, I mean, the only option for me is, perhaps report this to the police because I've never even done that before. The other day I had to file for my bike got stolen out of nowhere for no reason. It's just gone, vintage bike. So And then, so that's the only time that I've ever actually had to file a report. In any other case, scenario, situation, I've been to jail a number of times. Now, at no point in time did I ever work with cops. No, I mean, if I did, who knows? But I'm currently on probation, you know, So I didn't get an easy ride, It's not like I got a slap on the wrist and said, here. I had all these stipulations to have to deal with. 6 months of a class that I had to pay $20 a week to go to, on top of all this community service and all these outrageous payments that I was supposedly not going to be able to make. But somehow, you know, I I completed all of that within the first 6 months. I made all the payments all at once, paid it all off. I did the 6 month class. I did continued my anger management stuff, and even to it's been over a year and I still haven't missed an appointment. You know, I don't do drugs. I rarely drink. When I do, it's just to be in a social manner or maybe relax some. But I'm of age. I'm 32 years old. I don't need somebody to go off and buy it for me. You know, I mean, it's just stuff like this that show, how childish people react to their childish ways and then turn around and try to act childish about them acting childish. But they grow up, put on their big boy pants or big lady diapers, whatever. I don't care. So apparently they, defecate themselves as constantly, not only in a place that most people handle that in the bathroom, but most of the time out of their mouth. You know, always trying to justify them hacking my privacy thoughts. You know, he's got a girlfriend or whatever the hell. All this bullshit. You know, my private life would not be, if I was with someone, I wouldn't want them to be exposed to, somebody trying to be nosy. Does he have this and that? Does he have? Because one thing I don't tolerate is somebody stupid, clingy. Mm-mm. The majority of the time, flesh does not appeal to me anyway. You know, that's all these, reason why I'm, going off about that, because when I was sitting outside, while I was thinking certain things in my head, like they was playing something like Nicki Minaj or some bullshit like that, talking about, and when I thought, oh, Illuminati puppet, some girl instantaneously said Illuminati, and then some girl distinctly said, does he have a girlfriend? What is that? Yeah, yeah. Like, then there's some guys back there, blah blah blah. These girls are being loud as shit, like normal inebriated teenage girls, 'cause alcohol does let you let loose. Fortunately for me, alcohol doesn't affect me like that unless it's in large quantities, which I don't do. I mean, a pint, half a pint, that's not gonna affect me like some girl that only drinks wine coolers and does shots. You know, that's it's just all these things like, um, they act like, like I just got out of high school. I've been doing they act like I've been living the same way for, the last 10 years, and I haven't. I've seen, experienced, and lived in more things than just being a targeted individual and having my mind, voice to skull and remote neural monitoring, and somehow I still make it day to day, smiling and being happy and laughing. And I don't need alcohol to do that. You know, definitely don't need alcohol to do that. And I also don't need friends to do that. You know? I can easily be content and happy in myself and don't have to cling to another person no matter who they are. You know? I mean, when you take the time to really know yourself, that's probably a pretty good lesson. Know thyself. Because if you don't know yourself and some shit like this happens to you, then you're going to be thinking that you're going crazy. And then you're going to be thinking that suicide is an option. But if for one thing, suicide is never an option. Never. I mean, how do you expect to get people to understand what you're going through if you just go on off and off yourself? I will never off myself, no matter how much bullshit. Because that's all it'll ever be. It's bullshit. There's no timeline for people that sit around and conspire against one person for their own benefit. In whatever way it makes them look good in front of other people, or saying, oh, look at me, I got an army connect, they can give me some V2K, and then we can go and harass this guy, and we can try to brainwash him, and make him think all this stuff. And the reason I bring up army is because they show me somebody in an army suit with the laced up bullshit boots that look like they never been treaded on a whole day in their life. You know, they weren't worn in. They were just a little bit too immaculate for, you know, I mean, I could probably go get the same boots at Walmart. Yeah. And right now they're yelling. And I know you can't hear it through this mic. But that army line gets them riled up more than anything, doesn't it? You know? They just, it's like the things that they try to put me through, they're all fine with that. But me making this video and finna post it online makes them go nuts. Peyton Jen, across the street from Viking High School, whatever, go Vikings, Viking Drive, Laurel Grove. Laurel Grove I stay on, Viking Drive is directly behind the house that I am living on. So, once again, suicide is never an option. I mean, I constantly get threats of people shooting me in the face and, kicking in the door, all these weird little things that people do. But I guarantee you, if someone ever treated their child like they're treating me, they would have something different to say about it, right? If anyone ever treated their friends like they're treating me, they would have some type of different feelings about it now, wouldn't they? So, well, this is Scott Brown in Austin, Texas, signing off. May you all have a blessed evening. And praise God.